Well, 2023 is certainly flying by. I cannot believe we're already in the second part of the year with 2024 already in our sights. We have recently announced that we have rebranded to LJ Hooker Property Complete, which is very exciting. Formerly LJ Hooker Yarrabilba. It just allows us to expand and not be so defined just to Yarrabilba. We have clients that we manage investment properties for all across the greater Brisbane, Logan and Gold Coast regions, all the way out to Ipswich. So it certainly allows us to expand our horizons and not be so defined under the Yarrabilba branding. In terms of the rental market, the stats and figures are very much on par for the second quarter in comparison to the first quarter, as I reported in my last market update. The only notable sort of difference is the true vacancy has dropped, which is great from an investor's perspective. As we know, the cost of vacancy is one of the most expensive things that an investor can incur and take into account when having an investment property. So that's fantastic news. In terms of the lease renewal side of things, what we have seen, which is quite notable when comparing our uptake on lease renewals from a tenant's perspective, this year in comparison to 2022, we have seen a phenomenal 159% increase in tenants renewing leases. Now, that ultimately goes back to the rising cost of living. A lot of tenants are more inclined to renew their leases than re-enter the rental market, having to incur moving costs, additional bond, another 2 weeks of rent on top of what they're already paying. Plus you've got the costs associated with vacating a property such as a bond clean and carpet cleaning. So that's quite interesting, which is great from an investor's perspective. It's going to reduce wear and tear. And if you have a fantastic tenant in place, that's ultimately one of the most key components when having an investment is ultimately you want great long-term tenants. So quite interesting in that regard. We have fully prepared for the rest of 2023. Alyssa and myself, who works alongside me, we are in full growth mode. So we are super excited to meet with you and provide you information about our property management services and best be able to support and guide you through that transition. If you would like any information in regards to our property management team or our services or just a general market update, please don't hesitate to get in touch.